All right, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. I got my boy here, of course. The Fallen God. I forgot your name for a second. The Fallen God. Today I'm gonna do a little bit of a different video. So with Dragon Ball Super hitting the rise lately, the manga has been carrying almost the entire series on its back lately, since the anime has taken a hiatus for like what, almost 5 years now. So,
Basically.
yeah. Goku and Vegeta, well, Vegeta mainly, has gotten like new forms and shit. Goku's like mastered Ultra Instinct even more than he already has, and Vegeta now has Ultra Ego. So naturally, people are gonna like throw Ultra Ego and Ultra Instinct into a fight together. So today, I'm gonna spend this video pretty much like this is completely unscripted. I'm gonna spend this video talking about the advantages each form has and which one would ultimately have the greatest advantage in a fight and win. So what do you what do you think are the advantages between each forms? Like what do you think?
Well, obviously, reading the manga, we've already seen some of, and even if you watch the show, we've seen the advantages that Ultra Instinct has, especially when it's mastered like how Goku does. Complete evasion of most or all attacks and heightened senses.
Mhm.
The amount that we know regarding Ultra Ego, we can only really tell from the manga, and even then, it really, in my opinion, it doesn't do it justice.
I mean,
I don't think we really got a grasp on how well this form does.
from what we know so far, since we're like in the beginning stages of being introduced into Ultra Ego, from what I know, um, I honestly think we have not seen it at its 100% max potential. I don't even think we've seen Ultra Instinct at its max potential yet because nowadays Goku has a freaking Susanoo with Ultra Instinct now. Like, what? So, with Ultra Ego, that we know like so far with the limited information we do know that in a hypothetical fight between the two, when it comes to like raw power, it seems like whenever like Vegeta refuses to block or dodge attacks at all, he will tank those hits. And from what Vegeta has said, the more hits he's take in the heat of battle like that, it'll make his blood like start pumping even more, and in turn will increase his power right there. So when it comes to like straight up just raw power, I think Ultra Ego is stronger. But in an actual like fight, you can be as strong as you want. But if you're not able to hit nobody, like you're not like that's it's like it's like that big buff Super Saiyan form going against Cell. You can be as strong as you want, but if you can't really hit him, you can't hit him. I mean, that's kind of useless
Exactly.
because Ultra Instinct's
And
whole thing is dodging. So like, come on.
right. And even though the whole thing is its whole premise is basically dodging, as we've seen what Whis manages to do, because we do know that Whis is a user of Ultra Instinct. Not has he mastered it, but he at least knows how to use it,
Mm-hmm.
or rather, one part of it.
Right.
He's very good at the dodging part.
And that's another thing too. Ultra Instinct seems to be very versatile because from what we've seen, like again, as I said before, we don't know every little thing Ultra Ego can do, but from what we've seen from Ultra Instinct, it's got, the dodging. It can freaking nullify any ki blast shot at it. If you remember, Jiren shot a big ass blast to UI Goku when he first turned into it, and he just like completely just like nullified the whole thing. Like I said
Exactly.
before, he has a freaking Susanoo, and it's like his movements are so fluid and everything, and like it seems like whenever you fight Ultra Instinct Goku or anyone who's an Ultra Instinct, Whis or whoever, because Whis has also shown us before, you can dive at them with full strength, and it's like they will use the momentum of you diving at them or anything like that completely against you.
Yeah.
It's
And then
amazing.
the limited amount that we know of Ultra Ego, the thing that we do know is that Beerus is probably one of the very few, because I doubt all of the destroyers have it, but he is probably one of the very few who actually mastered it and knows how to use it. And we haven't even seen that yet because if you remember, in when we were first introduced to Beerus and he fought Goku, he told Goku he was not even fighting at his full power.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I don't even think he was close to full power. So okay, so
No.
with all the advantages Ultra Instinct has, um, what type of hypothetical versatile extras would you give Ultra Ego? Because me personally, I would give him. I don't know if you remember, during the Tournament of Power, Topo and his God of Destruction form, which is it's damn near Ultra Ego. It's almost the same shit. That he had a shield barrier thing around his body that was completely Hakai energy. I would give Ultra Ego something like that, like some sort
That's
of
probably
defensive thing.
that might be actually what like one of the usages is are one of those words because think about it, especially because Vegeta is someone who will take hits and keep coming back stronger. He will be given a form that basically is like a shield to allow him to keep taking hits, and it only just allows him to get stronger each time.
Mm-hmm. That does make sense, especially since like wanting power, like pure power, has always been Vegeta's thing. So I think that form like goes with him like very naturally, especially since I know a lot of people have been wanting to see Vegeta get Ultra Instinct like to match Goku and stuff like that. But the fact that they diverged paths and they're two different paths to power, that's I like that. The fact that Vegeta took the destroyer route, while Goku took
Yeah.
the angel route.
But you got to think about it. They still manage to stay on the same path of power, regardless of the path that they end up choosing. They still manage to be on the same path of power because if you look at it, they both started out with Super Saiyan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they got Super Saiyan 2, and then Goku got Super Saiyan 3, while Vegeta, if you want to call it, got the Majin power.
Let's be honest here. If
When
he wants to, current Vegeta, he can do Super Saiyan. Okay, so we had technical difficulties, but it's fixed. Um, as I was saying before it cut out, Vegeta can go Super Saiyan 3 if he wants to, but I feel like he doesn't because of the fact he has such forms that are stronger and more useful to him, like Super Saiyan
true,
God and Blue. And I feel like personally he's mastered Super Saiyan Blue better than Goku has because of the whole Blue evolution and stuff like that. So
right? But the whole point was, if you look at it, stack them up side by side, the forms that they've taken still keeps them on the same path of wanting to be in line with each other.
like it keeps him in the same league of power.
Right. So, yeah, Vegeta might have Super Saiyan 3. We don't know. We've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
So, what takes over that in place for him was the power he was given by Babidi when he tried to take over his mind. Then you have both of them getting Super Saiyan God. Then, Super Saiyan Blue with Goku using Kaioken on top of that, while Vegeta, on the other hand, broke past being Super Saiyan Blue to have his own, as you would call it, Kaioken form, which is Blue Evolution.
Right.
Now here we are. We sit once again, Goku and Vegeta once again in line with each other now, as we've seen it with Vegeta gaining the ability to begin to use Ultra Ego versus Goku, who has mastered. Because I'm going to say it at this point, he's mastered it. Yeah, we haven't seen it in the anime. No, we've seen it in the manga. His fight versus Moro, he mastered Ultra Instinct.
Mm-hmm. Although I feel like he's mastered it. Well, he has mastered it pretty much. But if you look at the manga, a fight against Goku now would be very difficult because he's mastered Ultra Instinct so much to the point where I don't know if you remember, he's in base form. He's able to use the technique version of Ultra Instinct where he's able to still dodge stuff and all that without actually transforming into the transformation Ultra Instinct. So even though he's still like practicing and dabbling with it, while he's in Super Saiyan Blue or God or base form, Goku can still dodge stuff with his pure, instinct, with his Ultra Instinct. So
Yeah,
I feel like transforming into the form Ultra Instinct also gives him the power boost that a normal transformation would do to in Dragon Ball, because it's Dragon Ball. You transform into something, you get stronger.
well,
So
exactly. Especially since now, like he's still continuing to train with Whis, so he is, as you say, he's gotten better at the dodging as using the dodging aspect without having to be in Ultra Instinct.
right. Um, Another thing I wanted to point out, right? We've seen Goku use the Hakai before, and it completely like wind him out. Like he tried to use it against Zamasu, and he was like, oh, like, like he was tired as shit afterwards. And Vegeta now, I would go far enough to say he's mastered Hakai. Beerus gave him the little mark of the users of Hakai, little earring and everything. So would Vegeta would the question well, I guess you could say Vegeta could try and use the Hakai against Goku in uh in a hypothetical fight like this, because we've seen Goku before the Tournament of Power be able to resist Hakai energy before. That's another thing Vegeta has in his arsenal that Goku, I guess you could say, does not. He has it in his arsenal, Goku does, but to the extent that current Vegeta can use it, I don't think so.
Um, so that I must have missed that. When did when during the battle against Zamasu did Goku use Hakai?
In the manga, Goku,
Okay.
yeah, in the manga, Goku's fighting Zamasu, and he tried to Hakai him, and Zamasu did like a portal and pulled Mai in the way, and Goku had to stop right there, or else he would have Hakai'd her.
I think what the issue with it is because I feel like it. I feel like it's like like I feel like the reason why Goku and Vegeta get the take on the forms that they do, be able to have the abilities that they do, is more out of fate, if you will.
Right.
It's all leading to something at some point. Yes, they want to keep getting stronger. Yes, these villains keep coming out of nowhere, but I think all of it is to have some kind of end, and there's some kind of purpose to it, which is why I feel Goku was more meant to break past the limits and unlock the ability to go Ultra Instinct, whereas Vegeta was given the path and ability to train under Beerus to be able to use the Hakai, be able to use Ultra Ego.
Uh, See, I've seen online a few fan arts of a hypothetical Goku Ultra Ego transformation, and that just more solidified the fact that that form fits Vegeta so much better than it would anyone else. Cause I've seen Goku with it, and it's like destroy. Goku is not a destroyer. Goku is not a destroyer. Goku's never been he's never been the type to be like, I want to get stronger than you or anything like that. Goku, if you think about it, has always been in competition with himself. He's always, I want to get stronger than I was a few years ago. I want to get stronger than I was last week or something like that. You know, he's always been like that. So an Ultra Ego form really would not fit someone like Goku.
No, it wouldn't. Goku's never been that type. Sure, we've seen little bits and pieces of Goku doling out rage, doling out, you know, a sort of more uh,
Almost like a
angry
Primal Saiyan.
side. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've seen that, but it's not to the extent where that's how Vegeta fights. It's how his whole demeanor is he wants the power. He wants to be. He won't have a problem killing somebody.
right. So in a hypothetical fight between purely Ultra Instinct Goku and Ultra Ego Vegeta. In conclusion, I feel like Ultra Ego Vegeta has more raw power than Ultra Instinct Goku does. Purely the more damage he takes, because let's be honest, UI Goku is fast enough to hit Vegeta. the more damage he takes will make his blood pumping and would ultimately increase like his power, because that's just how the form works, I guess. And when it comes to raw power, I feel like Ultra Ego Vegeta definitely has the advantage on that. But I personally do not feel like he would win in a fight due to the versatility of Ultra Instinct, and because of the fact that that form is just too fast for Vegeta to even hit. Because again, I feel like he would use a lot of Ultra Ego's momentum against him. I don't think he would never hit Ultra Instinct. I do think he would get some shots in. But as for a definitive blow, as for ending the battle, I myself do not think so. I think Ultra Instinct would honestly win that. What do you think?
So I do agree. I think Ultra Instinct would win, more so because we've all seen it. Vegeta in fights against Goku has gotten cocky when he has the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
Whis has even said it when Vegeta has fought against him, that he does not focus.
Right.
He does not, you know, uh, pay. He doesn't keep himself in check and not get ahead of himself before the battle is finished. And we've seen that. If we all, if and every Dragon Ball fan will remember the battle between Goku and Vegeta during the Majin Buu saga. Vegeta even said himself that Goku was holding back. He knew that if Goku had went full Super Saiyan 3, he would have lost. Goku probably might have killed him.
Yeah, that's true. I
And
believe that.
I think that's how it would happen in a battle between Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego. Keyword the ego. Vegeta would get the upper hand at one point. He would get cocky and think that he already has it won. And much like how it was in the battle against Kefla, Goku will pull out a trump card at the end and will take that battle home.
Yeah, I honestly agree. That sounds more likely. So, what do you guys think? Do you agree with us? Do you think we're wrong? Let me know in the comments.
Let us know in the comments.
Honestly, I genuinely want to hear you guys' opinion on such. Although, if the conclusion we've come to has upset you and made you angry, then join the Discord and yell at me about it. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much the video. Do you want to say anything before we end anything off?
Yeah. Also in the comments, put down what you think was the most underrated villain in Dragon Ball Z or the entire Dragon Ball series, most underrated fight, and who was your favorite character? Let us know.
Yeah, let me know. Let us know. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.